Good evening. Today is December 16th, 2016, and welcome to our own nightly newscast, Muggle Media. I'm your anchor, Logan Funes.
And I'm his co-host, Dan Cup.
Today we will focus on the issue of abortion and how it will be a key problem for the candidates in the days leading up to the election, in the midst of such a polarization surrounding this issue. Potter Party candidate Harry Potter has made an abortion an extremely important issue in his campaign, claiming that it is one of the greater debates we deal with as a nation. The Potter Party, in their platform, state how they are strongly pro-choice and how abortion needs to be safe, accessible, and affordable.
Potter recently visited a local abortion clinic to speak with the doctors and the staff who ran the organizations. He spoke to them and offered his gratitude for performing such a critical job in the face of such controversy. Harry Potter views abortion as an issue of both women's independence and equality. While he was at the clinic, he exclaimed, "It is not the government's duty to control a woman's body. It is a woman's right to choose, and taking away this choice would take away the right to be a free American."
Potter also devoutly stresses the idea that women caught in seemingly impossible situations have little option or leeway when looking at opportunities to successfully raise a child. Potter cited examples such as rape, teenage pregnancy, or lack of financial support. He went on to talk about the burden that such force would put on the mother, and more importantly, the newborn child.
Other candidates, such as Bellatrix Lestrange and Dolores Umbridge, have not shared the same openness to abortion as Harry Potter has. Bellatrix Lestrange stands behind the idea that only pure-blood wizards should be able to have access to abortions. While she is allowing some abortion, she is denying the right to choose to virtually the entire population. Experts on the issue have claimed that Lestrange's abortion plan would not only fail to solve the current situation, but also make it worse by turning abortion into a discriminatory issue.
Dolores Umbridge is completely against the practice of abortion. Her platform states how the party, the Order of the Feline, is a pro-choice party and would seek to ban any abortion clinics in America. In the eyes of Harry Potter, policies such as this would be detrimental to the country. He was quoted saying, "Taking the right to choose away from a woman would take away the power of being a woman. American women are strong and smart, so forcing them to abide by certain regulations that almost all disagree with is not fair to the feminine community."
We at Muggle Media have received some breaking news to share with our viewers right now. A new poll has just been released that shows the opinions of the American public on the issue of abortion. This poll, taken by scholars from Cheshire High School in Cheshire, Connecticut, took the sample of 41 random students. The results are astonishing and undisputable.
In this poll, 85% of the poll takers said that they support the pro-choice stance on abortion.
For further comment on this, we bring in political pundit of Harry Potter, Jack Stanton.
Hello, thank you for having me on this broadcast to comment on the newest poll release.
Of course, your party must be ecstatic with these results. It clearly shows that the overwhelming majority of American people want legislation in which women have the right to choose whether or not they have an abortion.
Yes, we are. The American people feel that this is an important issue because they see that it is an issue of equality for these women, a core belief of ours. These citizens do not want the government making choices for them, which is precisely what the pro-life side embodies. The Potter Party will ensure the right of women to choose. It is one of the most important issues in our campaign. We cannot afford to let the government control the personal lives of American women.
Another key issue in the race for your party has been raising the minimum wage to $10.10 an hour from the current $7.25 it is at now.
Yes, Harry is making a big push to increase the minimum wage in this country. He feels that it would benefit so many low-income families by giving them a pay raise. Harry notices how the wealth gap is quickly growing, so he wants to help out workers who are struggling by giving them some more money.
And the other two candidates have declined to discuss their minimum wage policies, correct?
Yes, Umbridge and Lestrange have both made it clear that raising the minimum wage is not one of their priorities. Their economic policies are centered around taxation and welfare, which is taking money from the people. The Potter Party will focus more on helping aid the struggling people.
It is clear that the American people want an increase in minimum wage as well. In a poll taken by the same scholars as the abortion poll, it was asked to 44 random people if you support raising the minimum wage from $7.25 an hour to $10.10 an hour. In this poll, 64% of people testified that they support this increase.
Yes, it is very obvious that the American people do want this change. To me, it is frightening that the other two candidates will not stand up to the needs of the lower classes.
With all the appearances and conferences Potter makes with top economic leaders, it seems that he is very serious about raising the minimum wage. On Tuesday, December 6th, Harry Potter spoke with Gringotts Bank Board of Director Matt Siegel about how raising the minimum wage would influence the economic growth and role of the local businesses.
While at Gringotts, Potter issued a statement regarding the overall economic effects of raising the minimum wage, saying, "In granting the working class higher wages, people will have more money to spend in their local communities and foster the all-around economic growth in gross domestic profit. The plan would help both the workers and the businesses."
Although a minimum wage increase will take some time to adjust to, the American economy has been on the rise over the past few months, indicating that it has embodied a healthy and flexible trends that prove promising for the future enactments of the Potter Party plans to impose.
Thank you for your time, Jack. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you as well. Anytime.
In related news, recent polls have shown that Harry Potter has taken a decisive lead over his opponents, Bellatrix Lestrange and Dolores Umbridge. A poll of 39 people shows that 64% would vote for Potter as a presidential candidate, while only 31% vote for Lestrange and a mere 5% for Umbridge.
For more on this development, we send it over to our investigative reporter, Brian Fox.
It is not a surprise that Lestrange and Umbridge have taken such a tumble in the polls recently, as both have serious questions surrounding their past. For Lestrange, her past crimes of using the Cruciatus and killing curses have been called into question. The American people are very concerned with having a president who has been known to torture and kill her fellow citizens. The most shocking part about her is that she supports the use of unforgivable curses for only purebloods. This would outlaw so many half-bloods and Muggleborns from using the curses, while allowing her and her evil friends to continue their reign of terror. Her stance on the unforgivable curses could lead to the demise of this country. Some Americans have been saying that under her own policies, she herself would be locked up in Azkaban for life. When she has so much distrust and dark questions facing her, it is not hard to see why she has taken a hit in the polls. As for Umbridge, she does not seem to be any better of a choice. In her time at Hogwarts, while attempting to fix the problems it had, she ran the school more like a dictator instead of a headmaster. Umbridge said she supports a complete ban on the unforgivable curses, but was not afraid to use them when interrogating Harry Potter himself. Umbridge is not afraid to use these curses to her advantage, but does not want you to have the same privilege. When a president feels they are above the law and contradict their own policies, havoc and chaos will occur.
Thank you for that report, Brian. It is obvious that through his policies and personality, Harry Potter has taken a commanding lead overall in this election.
I'm very interested to see where this campaign goes and how the public responds to the polls as this election rapidly approaches. For Muggle Media, I am Logan Coons.
And I'm Dan Calvo. Have a good night.